Hey everyone! Telerians speak whispers of a mirage that stalks its enemies from the shadows. There's no point running. You can't escape from the Predator. The second star of our special Alien and Predator event. This ferocious Yautja hunter joins the ranks of the Lizardmen as a legendary HP-type champion. He'll be available from a special champion pass that runs from November 24th, 2025 to February 24th, 2026. Keep in mind, you'll need to get and start the Elite Champion Pass before January 23rd to recruit the Predator, so don't dawdle. Now, let's see what this honor-bound warrior is capable of. We'll start with his passive skill, Yautja Cloak. Using his signature optical camouflage, he'll place a perfect veil buff on himself at the start of each round in battle. The Predator also gets a 50% chance to evade enemy skills before he takes his turn. Once the Predator is moved, though, that chance drops to 0%. It can be raised back up to a maximum of 60% by doing what the Yautja do best, hunting their prey. From under the camouflage provided by Yautja Cloak, the Predator can lunge at his prey with his first skill, Wrist Blades. A single attack and a 30% self-heal is a pretty decent skill in and of itself. But if the Predator manages to evade an enemy's skill, he'll counterattack with his skill every time. Stack up those skills, boost the evade chance, and watch the Predator carve through his targets. Smart Disc is the Predator's second skill, and there's a lot happening here. At its core, the skill is simple in attacking all enemies twice. But there's a lot going on under the hood of this Yautja weapon. Here's how it works. The initial target of the first hit will receive 75% more damage before the disc bounces to every other enemy target in a random order. Each subsequent target hit will still receive more damage, but by 15% less than the previous enemy hit, dropping down to a minimum 15% damage increase. If you're fighting a team of 3, the first enemy hit receives 75% more damage, the second enemy receives 60%, and so on. The first hit will also destroy each enemy's max HP by 30% of the damage they receive. Still with me so far? The second hit essentially works in reverse, with the initial target receiving 15% more damage and each subsequent enemy receiving an additional 15% damage bonus, stacking up to a maximum of a 75% damage increase. Whew, that's a lot of numbers. That weapon's gotta be from outer space. One more thing. If the Predator is under a Veil or Perfect Veil buff, this attack will ignore 15% of each enemy's defense as well. We've saved one of the Predator's most iconic weapons for last. His third and final active skill is Combistick Throw. It's another single target strike, but this time the Predator places a Hunter's Gaze debuff before attacking. That debuff, by the way, can't be resisted if the Predator is under a Veil or Perfect Veil buff. If the attack takes out the Predator's target, they'll receive a Block Revive debuff, and the Hunter's Gaze debuff is placed on another random enemy for one turn. Same as before, that Hunter's Gaze debuff can't be resisted if the Predator's under Veil or Perfect Veil. Should the attack fail to kill the target, however, the Predator retreats into the shadows with a Perfect Veil buff for 2 turns. With his pride bruised, the Predator's motivation grows. He'll get a 50% turn meter boost to get back in the fight. Remember, if it bleeds, he can kill it. Quick last thing, in case you've not yet fought the Chimera, Hunter's Gaze is a debuff that means any incoming damage can't be decreased, blocked, or otherwise prevented. It'll ignore unkillable, block damage, increased defense, you name it. Hunter's Gaze ignores it. However, incoming damage can be evaded, so watch out for slippery customers. Okay, that's the Predator's kit, so here's some recommendations. His ability to dish out damage is already impressive, but increases to his HP, critical rate, and critical damage to further increase the damage output wouldn't go amiss. Don't forget about that all-important speed as well. You ain't got time to bleed. Lastly, some accuracy will help to land the Hunter's Gaze debuff in case the Predator isn't under a Veil or Perfect Veil buff. We've also dropped a few gear set suggestions to help you decide on a build. And that's everything, folks. No ghosting here. Just a heartfelt thanks for watching our champion spotlights on the Xenomorph and the Predator. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and keep your eyes peeled for more raid content coming soon.